Welcome back to Sharp Cinema. We're on week 13 of 52-2023. So 13-52-2023. And this film's a little bit different from the last one because this is about the true story of what happens after you die. So it is Defending Your Life with Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep. I know what you're thinking. What? Meryl Streep? Albert Brooks? It's got Rip Torn in it as well. Like, there's some good people in here. Anyways, this movie, right? I remember seeing it, I think, on TV once, a long, long time ago, and thinking it was a weird concept. And then I didn't realize it was a movie. Like, I was like, what is this? A little bit later on, I think The Good Place came out. And I was like, hey, some of this seems kind of weirdly familiar. And then Criterion put out Defending Your Life, and there was a sale, and I was like, oh, I need this now. I haven't seen this in forever. So then I sat down, and I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, this is a good movie. It's one of those weird movies. Like, if you like The Good Place, you're going to like Defending Your Life. They're not dissimilar in some cases, and they're not similar in other cases. Basic idea is that Albert Brooks' character is he's the dude, and then he ends up getting hit by a bus and getting isekai'd into the afterlife. Essentially, this is not isekai, but no, he finds out that guess what? When you die, that's not it. That's not all that happens. And here's, according to this is what really happens. You see, everyone that dies has to defend their life to decide whether they go on to another place or if they get sent back to Earth. You see, it explains it pretty well in the movie that the universe is kind of like a machine. They actually answer quite a bit of questions in here. And heck, it's unique. The basic idea of it is that the character of that Albert Brooks plays, who, by the way, if you've seen Finding Nemo, you've heard Albert Brooks, and in this you're like, oh wow, that I keep hearing this coming out. Like he sounds exact. He doesn't voice act at all in Finding Nemo. He's the same person in Finding Nemo he is in all these other movies that he's in, and it's kind of funny. But no, this movie's pretty funny and inventive, like the Pavilion of Past Lives, the way everything works, the weirdly effortless and believable romance between Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep. What is that? I was just like, I've already seen this movie before. I know how it ends, but it's been so long, I didn't realize that there's so much there, and like, Albert Brooks' character is essentially, this movie is essentially about, like, dealing with fear. It's also a comedy. It's pretty funny. Rip Torn is fantastic in this. I thought he was great in, like, Men in Black and in so many other things. He's just a good actor. I like him and stuff. It's a shame, most of these people, I mean, I don't know. She's probably still alive when I say this, but rest in peace, Meryl Streep, wherever you may be. Unless you do actually pass away when this video comes out. If so, I'm so sorry. But I hope it's like this. And I hope your character in the real life was like your character in this. No, I feel like this is oh gosh. There's so many little details. Some of it aged poorly. There's some jokes in here that aged poorly. But if you can get past those, which you should be able to. I mean, when you're watching a movie, take the movie in the context of when it was made. That's what people need to do. You need to realize in the context of when it was made. If you apply modern sensibilities, which are a lack of sensibility, to older media, you're going to come up with brand new ways to be offended in ways that were never intended. Most things do not intend to offend, but those who want to be offended intended to find it, So I'm going to defend Defending Your Life and say, yeah, a couple jokes won't land with modern audiences, but you know what? F them if they can't take a joke, okay? And they should be a little bit more daring, a little bit more bold with their comedy choices. They should get out there, learn to like new things. In fact, that's kind of what, you kind of get the feeling that that's kind of what life is about. It's about being brave, doing things, getting over primitive notions like fear. Go watch this movie. It's on the Criterion Collection, and it's fantastic. Go watch it. I recommend it. Then come back here and tell me what you thought of it. It's like, you'll sit there and go, wow, it's beautiful, Coral. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, Finding Nemo's good. But yeah, go check out this movie by Albert Brooks, Meryl Streep and stuff. It's called Defending Your Life, and you'll like it.
Morning, Maya.